even and someone has oversight representation representing the views of the people. So then an MCA council promises us roads. So as far as leaders, for us to deal with public expectation is for us to say the truth. You can't come and lie to people and then you expect that reality huko unajua vizuri hata even as an MCA I don't have control over that budget. And the Kenya that we are in right now, the systems are already rigged. You might want, no, I need to do this, I need to do this. But when you enter that office, I tell you, you will be a very good leader in theory, but not in practical, because the systems are already rigged. You want to maybe change, for example, when you are voting, you want to change the election system in Kenya. But put an apple, and you'll be like, you'll be frustrated, because as a Christian, you hold your values, you hold your principle, or the church should be free and fair. But the system already is rigged. If you don't do this, you are out of this system. And then what happens? I'm going to ensure there's fair elections. That is already about people expect that from you, but from the reality, it might be different. Again, for positions, you don't need to promise people earth, heaven when you are still on earth. Promise what people want to know is within your reach and within your mandate to deliver. And sometimes, public opinion cannot shape the truth. They might hold on to something that they think is the truth, but it's not. So, me I would say, a wrong is a wrong, whether everyone is doing it, whether right is a right, whether no one or one person is doing it. This simply means do what is right and stick to the truth. Even if the public wants you to please them, don't please them, do what is right.
Let me challenge you, Lucy.
Any other people? Yes, fish. On my opinion, I think you clarify the expectation, and after you identify the expectation of people, what people think should happen, you break down those expectations into reality than the fake ideas. Yeah.
Page for that. Any other person, how would you handle that? Tunapenda uongo. Si tunapenda kudanganywa. Hata nyinyi mtu akikuja hapa aseme, "Kompreza, mnakuwa mnakula lunch free." Mpea yeye kula. How?
Okay, to me, being a leader, it's better to under-promise and then you over-deliver. So, over-promising is the main challenge that is ruining the public expectation. So, as a future leader, we should always under-promise, but we over-deliver. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, there's Yvonne and then Yvonne, any other person? Jose. Yvonne, Jose, and then we'll finish with you, Jairus. Yeah.
As for me, I think it's very easy to forget about what was promised by people once you get into those positions. But as long as you can identify one thing and tackle it, I don't think there's need for accomplishing 100 billion things that people want when you can just do one thing. They'll see that you just did this and you become something that's just true to them.
Thank you so much, Yvonne, that you do your best for the ones that you can actually deliver. You have something to say?
Good evening. Okay, they are saying about the expectation of the public. The public. Just says, for example, if it's a political seat, I don't think you have that. You don't have that mandate to do what the public wants, because the government already have its own agendas, and you have to do what the government wants. And I think that's my point. You won't do what the public want because there's already written agenda right there.
But for the other part of the leadership, I don't know.
Okay, I want to make a contribution. From my perspective, I think it's better for every leader to understand his role in the constitution. And also the public needs to get the education for them to understand. Because most of them, they don't understand what it really meant by every role, maybe an MCA or a political seat that they undertake. So it's better for them to understand the role of each. That will be better to reduce the chances of a lot of cheat codes. Thank you.
Okay, once you get into leadership, you realize that there are bottlenecks within the system. The people who are going to now make you see the reality of the things as they are on the ground. So some of the promises that you might have had that are like sort of overboard, you'll have to do away with them because there is going to be people who will make it difficult for you to even achieve them. So do not overpromise. Do not promise people heaven on earth because you realize that you cannot achieve it. Be very smart when you're deciding on what you want to tell these people, and then have one initiative that at least it's going to be so good that when you don't do that thing that you had promised your people, they will remember this one thing that you did, and it's going to have to sort of overshadow what you overpromised, and they will forget. Because there are things, no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you